Welcome to qnawire.
So in the given question we are asked, what can or how can a management accountant, how can a management accountant help in formulating a strategy, help to formulate strategy. So what we can see in the case of management accounting is that it helps it helps in formulating the strategy by asking or answering some basic questions, right? So management accounting answers some questions, and this is how it helps in formulating a strategy. So it helps by answering a bunch of questions. So let's see what does management accounting answer us, right? So it gives us the answers for who are our most important customers and how can we be competitive and deliver value to them. So let's write it over here. You can see that they provide answers for questions like who are our most important customers, most important customers, most important customers, customers, and how can we deliver, and how to deliver, how can we deliver value to them, value to them. This is one question that management accounting answers. Similarly, we can see that it answers the question for what substitute products exist in the marketplace and how we can differ from those products in price and quality. So, what substitute products exist in the market and how to differ from those differ from them in terms of price and quality, in terms of price and quality. So this can also be answered with what we obtained from management accounting. Moving on, it answers the question for what is the most critical capability of the organization. What is the most critical capability for the organization and it also answers questions like if it is technology, product, or marketing, right? So it answers if the most critical capability is technology, production, or marketing. So this can also be seen with the data that we get from management accounting. Then lastly we have another question that answers the question, will adequate cash will be available to fund the strategy or will additional funds need to be raised? So this is another thing that is answered by management accounting that would help to formulate a strategy, right? Will adequate cash be available to fund the strategy to fund the strategy and or or will additional funds need to be raised? Will funds additional funds will additional funds need to be raised? Need to be raised. So these are the questions answered by management accounting. These are some important questions answered by management accounting answered by management accounting or we can say it is questions that are answered by a management accountant, right? A management accountant can answer these types of questions. A management accountant, in order to help in formulating a strategy, So this is how a management accountant can help. So I hope you understood the answer. Thank you.